on, guys? It's William, and happy Wednesday, or I think they call it hump day. I do this 7 days a week. I love what I do. I enjoy it. Doesn't feel like work to me, so I don't look at it as hump day, but happy hump day. So I found a property today actually for sale by Myers, the home buyers, and it's a house that I'm driving about 40 minutes to. It's a big house. It was built in 2006. It's almost 4,100 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, brick home. They say it needs AC, probably needs some floor, some minor cosmetics. However, it's $201,000, and in this market is fantastic. The ARV they say is between $325,000 and $340,000. At $80 a square foot, it puts it at $326,000, which I kind of calculated. So their ARV is actually very comparable to what I was finding, which is a sigh of relief, because a lot of wholesalers in general usually inflate that, and that's really disappointing when you actually do your own numbers. So we're gonna go look at this house, and we're gonna dive into the numbers and show you how I determine the price I'm going to pay for a house, and I am going to make an offer on the front lawn today. Here we go.
Welcome to the Smack Fest, the beat down. The SWAT team is here on another beautiful day of shutting the week down.
Hey guys, if we're just meeting, my name is William Dauria. I'm a full-time real estate investor. I live off of passive income. I have a portfolio of single-family, multifamily, and commercial units. I live off of passive income, and I'm gonna show you how to do the same. So let's check this house out together. All right, guys, so here we are pulling into the neighborhood here. It's a nice street. Looks like a decent-looking neighborhood as I pull in. I'm looking for like excessive cars, junk on the front lawn, stuff like that. So we're coming up to the street that the house is, and majority of these cars, because this area right now looks incredibly crowded, are investors. This is the house. It's the second one in. It's the one with the two cars sitting in front of it right there. So here I am pulling up. You can see the investors already standing outside. This is the property right here. It's pretty clean. Looking from the outside, at least, we don't see any cracks in the brick, minus one I'm going to show you on the other side that's relatively minor. So I'm looking at the windows, and I'm looking to see if, the interior of the windows has been compromised. It's all fogged up. They need to be replaced, and they don't. The garage actually looks like it's in decent shape. So far, so good on this house, at least from the outside. So the brick looks in perfect condition on this side, as you can see, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So on this side, it does look good as well. A couple things stand out, though. For one, you can see that one of the window units, or one of the windows, I should say, has a window unit, and you can tell that the other one used to have a window unit in there as well, because you can see all the rust water kind of stuff that's been dripping down. That's from a window unit being there for a long period of time, and it starts to just get nasty. So now, if you didn't know any better when you're looking at this, you wouldn't see any foundation issues, except for at the very, very top. I had to zoom into this because it's pretty minor, but you can see that right there is a little bit of foundation cracking. Now, here in North Texas, it's super, super common, so it's actually not a big deal when it's something that minor. So when you first walk into the property, this is what you're greeted with, and right off the bat, you already know the floors are trash. The carpet, I should say, is absolute garbage. So I wouldn't put carpet back into it. I'd actually go down with vinyl. So I know with 4,100 square feet, that is a lot of vinyl, and at $5 a square foot, potentially, it could get very, very expensive. Okay, moving on. So this is the outside. Those units are actually, I looked at the dates on them, are original from 2006. So at this point, it's 2020, almost 2021 at this point. I would not try to revive those units. I would just replace them. I'll solidify that option here in a couple more slides. I'll show you. Okay, moving on. Okay, so the upstairs, you can see all around has had window units. If I go back here, you see that piece of board right there? That, I'll circle it. That right there was supporting a window unit. So basically, all the AC's broken in this house. So that's a bathroom. It looks original, guys. It doesn't look bad. It just needs some serious updating. So I would just continue the floors throughout that. And for a rental property, probably be fine. So, okay, so this is one of the bedrooms. Actually, this bedroom actually looked okay, other than the fact that it probably needs some paint on the walls just from somebody's head right there, you know, sleeping up against the paint. Other than that, this bedroom and flooring throughout the house, obviously, we've kind of already determined that. Okay, so this is the big issue, guys. So this right here, and this isn't the biggest issue in the house, by the way, I'm going to show you here in a minute, but this is leading up to the bigger issue I'm about to show you. This is a rather serious, well, depending on your version of serious, leak in the roof. Okay, this is on the second story, by the way, and they said that it was repaired. At least the roof was repaired, but if it's leaking, it's from 2006. The roof is almost 15 years old, so I would just go ahead and bank on replacing the roof, not just patching it. I don't think the insurance company would like that anyway. So I know that I need to do tape and bed sheetrock in here, and you can't really tell from this, but that that area in the middle is actually bowed in. Like, it's actually bowed. Like, it's not just like paint. Like, if it's not serious, I've actually sprayed it with like Kills, I think it is. Or it basically seals the stain, and then you can paint over it. It's not a big deal, except for if, you know, it's deformed. So that's a close up. It's got a little crack in there, but that area is deformed. It's gonna have to be tore out anyways. Okay, so this is the upstairs AC units, and I got a little bit closer because when people are looking at these, this is what they're looking for. They're looking at the date of manufacture, and at the bottom here it says 2006. The house was built in 2006, which tells me that this is original, and obviously downstairs is original as well, because honestly they're terrible. Okay, so this is the bigger issue, guys. This is the room next to the room that had the water damage, okay? So this, I didn't know what this was at first because I had to zoom into this because this is, you know, the ceilings are a little bit higher. I zoomed into this. That is mold, okay? And that's not just, oh, it's just a little spot of mold. This most likely and most definitely came from the other side, which you can imagine is probably pretty bad if it's now seeping all the way through sheetrock and paint and coming out being exposed to the outside here. So that is a serious issue, and now I know that if I end up winning this property, not only am I going to have to take care of water damage, but then I have mold remediation that could be extraordinarily expensive. Okay, so moving on, this is the bathroom. It's actually the master. Surprisingly, it's actually really nice shape. Okay, so the reason I open up the shower and I look at the bottom floor, it's called the shower pan, and these are single inserts, and when they go in, they only last so long. For instance, the one that broke on me at my personal house was like 15 years old, and it actually cracked. And when they crack on the ground, that's something to look for, is cracks. Like, you like pull up the mat there. When they crack on the ground, they are done. The entire single piece has to be tore out, replaced again, and the cost on this could be in the thousands of dollars. So, or most likely will be in the thousands of dollars. So, it's very important if there's any cracks on these single inserts when they're going in, budget a couple grand to get that replaced. This right here is pretty normal wear and tear. I wouldn't do anything with that probably, especially since it's a rental unit. This is just going to show the floors. It pretty much look like that throughout the entire house. So basically, you know, we already know we need floors. That's just showing like the concrete through it basically. Okay guys, so that wraps up the video. I actually made the offer on the front lawn. It was actually, there's so many investors there. I don't know what was the winning bid, but I didn't get that property. I did try. I did run my numbers. I went just like a touch over because I knew if I went a little bit over on the rehab that I could potentially get a higher ARV. I'm not mad or upset because I know it's a numbers game. I'm back out there today. I'm making more offers. I'm looking at more properties. I'm always out there looking at the market, and that's how you become a better investor. Guys, if you like this content, consider smashing that like button, hitting the subscribe and the notification bell, and I will see you on the next one.